My expectations after founding IPAF was a lot of hope and belief in my own ability to persuade people who were coming into the industry very slowly that it might be a good idea to get together as a group of people because we could help each other promote the use of aerial platforms. By 1987, IPAF membership topped the 100. Some of the big construction companies were the first to suddenly realize this is going to save us money, it's going to save accidents, and it's a nice, clean, comfortable way to do the job, which might have taken a week to put the scaffolding up and a week to take it down, but an hour to do the job. Well, in 1993, I was absolutely determined that we were going to get training introduced. We introduced the MUP operator training program. The more cards we were issuing, every week we'd get 2 or 3 people ringing up or sending back a crumpled card that had been left in the jeans and gone in the washing machine, and the plastic didn't keep the card dry. So I then approached our publicity people, and they came back very shortly with the PAL card, which is different in that they turned it 90 degrees. Everybody wanted a PAL card once they saw them. Simulator for platforms is probably one of the easiest things possible. I have a little knowledge on simulators because my father invented the flight simulator for the Lancaster bomber during the Second World War. In 2003, I was actually thrilled when I asked my friend Chris Bollington if he'd like to do some promotional work for IPAF. And he said yes, providing we help sponsor his expedition. Chris actually contributed a lot. I was really proud when we issued the 100,000th card and thought that was something that might have taken us a lot longer to reach. But now, of course, looking at the present day, you've hit 1 million and now you've hit 2 million and the 3 million is on the horizon. And I think it's truly incredible.
IPAF is all about sharing best practice. Best practice should be almost identical everywhere in the world. And I saw IPAF as a great way to gather information about best practice and then share it to save lives. The industry is growing fast. The number of MEWPs out there is just exploding, and people need to be able to check that operators have been professionally trained by a system that keeps them up to date and which is certified and audited. I just see continued growth for the PAL card. There was huge interest all around the world. I have to say we couldn't have done it without the great team and also without the support of volunteers and members who rushed in and really wanted to make IPAF a success. IPAF's Clunk Click campaign, or Click It, was one of our most successful safety campaigns and made it really normal to wear a full body safety harness in a boom type platform. In support of that campaign, IPAF organised some pretty dramatic demonstrations at exhibitions and events around the world, which really brought home to people how easy it is to be ejected from a platform in unexpected circumstances. I think that the growth and internationalisation of IPAF strengthened the core message, which is that IPAF shares best practice around the world. IPAF is there pushing out the message, consider best practice. Always look at the best way to operate these MEWPs. The IPAF Accident Reporting Portal and Programme came out of requests from members to capture data on accidents. It allows us to see what are the most dangerous situations in operating an MEWP. The Andy Access character led on from the creation of the accident reporting programme, and it allowed IPAF to focus on specific campaigns, specific messages coming out of that, and it's taken on a life of its own now. One of the big advantages of virtual reality is you can put the operator into dangerous situations without them being in danger.
I've been involved for many years with work groups, the IPAF Council, the IPAF Board of Directors. Big change for me, looking at it from the other side, but I thought I could make a big difference, and after quite a lot of thought, I decided to apply. It's a tremendous achievement, and the numbers keep on growing. Each year we're training more and more people, which will just improve safety in our industry. The apprenticeship scheme has been a massive development for IPAF, working with its members to develop a programme and encourage young people into our industry. We just need to try and ensure that we get that in other parts of the world, because the shortage of good people is a problem everywhere. I think one of the first conversations I had was we need an app, and we need an app that can store a digital PAL card. The start of it was ePAL, being able to download your digital licence, your logbook, your certificates into a physical app. In terms of Karen being our first female president, I think it's a fantastic thing. When you look at the list of past presidents over many, many, many years, it's pretty sad that it's taken so long, but it's fantastic. The Women Empowered Access initiative is proving really, really successful. We're highlighting some fantastic women who are in our industry, which is inspiring others to join the industry, and we need to do certainly more. In the next 40 years, we'll continue to see significant improvements on the first 40 years, the mission that Paul started all those years ago.
To me, IPAF is about sharing best practice from all around the world, and anybody who's not involved with IPAF should get involved, share best practice and contribute to keeping this industry safe.
I think the most important aspect of IPAF is not me, it's not the IPAF team. We're here to support our members, but don't forget, our members are the ones who are giving up their time freely to improve training courses. The board, the council are giving up their time freely to help advise and drive the staff and me to do things for the industry. So they need a lot of credit. You know, the different work committees that are involved in improving safety, the manufacturers technical committee, all those guys attend meetings and come together as an industry with competitors. That's why this industry is so unique. They're coming together as competitors to improve the safety within the whole industry, not for their benefit, for the benefit of everybody. And I think that's what makes IPAF so special.
I've lived long enough to see IPAF reach its 40th anniversary, and I'm immensely proud. I also have to acknowledge that a huge number of people have been involved with the carrying on with IPAF and its inception in so many other countries. It's far more widespread today than it was in the early days. And yes, I'm immensely proud that I had something to do with it at the beginning.